whether people like it or not, Sophia Tan is the biggest influence of music in South Africa, which means we're mostly influenced by jazz. And feel-good music has always gotten away into South Africans' hearts.
I listen to Salif Keita. I don't hear jack squat of what he's saying. I love the music. I love the music. Just although I listen to him, I don't know what the heck he's saying. That guy is an icon. He's an African icon. You go to the States and ask about him, they'll tell you. You go to the States and ask about a cat who's always trying to be them, the chances are he'll never make it even in South Africa.
But my first proper hip-hop record was Big Nas's record. Everybody laughs when they say Big Nas actually can rap, but they actually harder. That's the funny thing.
Let's look at the artist. You understand what I'm saying? His perspective, his point of view. And then from there on, then we can define the music. Because you're only representing relative to your source. If the artist is the source of the music, then we can start defining the music by that.
Actually, a lot of what is called a hit now in hip-hop has elements of what made quite big. Just that the beat is different.
Hip-hop, that's a nice thing with hip-hop, no matter what the topic. As long as you can bring it out and hit your mark, you're good.
Bum, 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 It's like quite.
It just depends on what you're attached to. I don't believe that pop or bubblegum hip hop has got a bigger market than boom bap hip hop.
My explanation of Kwaito is not that it's a 4/4 house tempo. Kwaito for me is a youth movement that expresses what the youth of South Africa feels at a particular time.
Cool Herc came from Jamaica, took the Jamaican ragga / dancehall sound, crossed over to America, and they called it hip hop. Because they didn't have a name for it, they just changed the name, and the accent was American, then the whole thing changed. But you see Sizzla Kalonji doing hip hop right in front of you, it's just that he's doing it with a Jamaican accent. Punchline the same, 4-bar measure, things like that.
I believe that time changes a person. Places where they start to stay, where they settle in continuously changes them.
I moved to varsity. I met guys who, they're those urban guys. I met them, and then they gave me a change in influence. And what happens when they change your influence? You start rapping in fiction. Sometimes you can say you have money while you don't have anything, and that's not the kind of thing that I like. I admire to rap about things that can develop someone.
A good musician is someone who doesn't only write music to entertain, but actually writes music that inspires people and writes music from things that inspired him.
Do you think that song will appeal to a person who doesn't have that fancy car? Will they like the song when you're saying fancy car? It might. I'm just assuming it might even affect your sales. Okay, he's rich, so why should I buy his album?
There has to be something that the people want to hear. You have to know what you want to give to people. What are you gonna say? Are you gonna say what the other cats have been saying? Or are you gonna give them something new in a catchy way for them to listen to? Because me personally, I would also find it hard to listen to a hardcore lyricist 24/7. I also need something catchy, something nice to vibe to, because I'm a person at the end of the day.
You have commercial tracks, conscious tracks, party tracks, lovey-dovey tracks, Yeah, club tracks,
Hardcore
tracks for cats,
So I think we do have a different style, because even when I was like reciting my verses to you, you could hear that there's a little bit of difference from you say it yourself, like we cats, we are like punchliners,
Generic is like that's what everybody does, so I'm going with the flow. Not everybody that's going with the flow is making it cash flow. Oh, damn. You see, I should go back to rapping.
There's some artists that can come out the booth because of that very fake. But you know what? I've got this sound, and I want to do it, but yes, it doesn't sound like anything from Limpopo that's been done in the past. I can't do it because it's not gonna sound Limpopo-ish. I need to sound then people understand, okay, now this is Limpopo, but I am Limpopo. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it needs to actually start being defined. Then artists will even have the chutzpah to come up with new styles.
At home we used to listen to Too Legit to Quit. know. In LimpHop, we used to say "acha" at the end, you know. And then we knew the MC Hammer dance moves, all of them. Doom, 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 doom. Can't touch this, you know.